Hey guys, got a very interesting video today. I'm going to show you how to control an Arri camera without an EVF. You might say, Joel, what's going on here? All Arri cameras have an EVF that come with them, and it's pretty key to the functionality of the camera. You need it to access the menu, you need it to do things quickly, to see an image without a monitor. You know, why would somebody be in a situation where they have an Arri camera and no EVF? On the used market, sometimes you might find cameras like this that just don't have an EVF for a number of reasons. Um, and it might be a good deal to still buy it, but then you might feel stuck. Like, how do I control the camera without an EVF? There are monitors that have Arri control buses that allow you to control the camera with the right cables. Small HD sell a monitor like that, and the company called Trans Video um have a monitor called the Starlight, the Airy Starlight. It has to be the Airy version, and it has a control bus that lets you control Airy cameras. Just check if it's compatible with your Airy camera. There's a couple options. Um, if you can't buy EVF, you can look at the used market on places like Kit Plus, stuff like that. See if any rental houses have any EVFs, which I don't think they will. I don't think they're likely to just sell an EVF. It's pretty key. Um, but sometimes on Kit Plus there are just EVFs sold separately. Do you know what I mean? Um, you can also buy a thing called a CCP1, which is basically it's a menu access panel, a camera control panel, but it doesn't let you preview the image like you can with an EVF, but it does let you access the menu in a very quick, accessible way. So that can be a lot cheaper than buying an EVF brand new. Um, but in this video, I want to primarily go through how to control an Arri camera with a web browser. Uh, yeah, because I didn't know you could do this. Literally, I learned about this through asking ChatGPT. It mentioned it, and then I went into the menus for my camera, and I was like, you can do this? That's crazy. I tried to find videos on this. Honestly, guys, there's only one video about this on YouTube that I found anyway. It's on the Aries channel, but it's grouped together with other topics. So if somebody's looking for this specific topic, they still might miss it because, you know, the video isn't titled how to control an Airy camera with your browser, or it's not titled web control. It's titled connectivity, so I used my initiative and clicked on the video anyway, and there's a certain part of the video that shows pretty much what I'm about to show you. But I just want to do another video just to show people that you can control an Airy camera with a web browser, which actually might be useful in situations where you do have an EVF, but the camera is in a really unreachable position and you need to change settings. This can be a really cool way to access and control the camera remotely. So I'm gonna try and do this and troubleshoot it live. So here's my camera. It's the area mirror. I'm gonna turn it on. Um, I don't know if all of the Arri cameras have Wi-Fi built in, but the area mirror does. It also has a Ethernet port. If your camera doesn't have an Ethernet port and it doesn't have Wi-Fi, the way to do this might be by getting a Limo to RJ45 Ethernet cable. I'm just gonna pause my recording real quick and show you what that cable looks like. All right, I'm back, and Here's the cable I'm talking about. So this is a official uh Ethernet cable for cameras like the Alexa Classic, you know, I believe it works for the Arri Mini as well. But yeah, it's a Limo cable, and then the other end is your normal Ethernet connector. So with that, you should be able to connect it to your computer, and you'd have to check the manual for yourself. Um, but I'm just letting you know that these exist, and potentially, obviously, look into the manual. You could use a cable like this to connect an Arri camera that doesn't have an Ethernet port built in. You can connect it to your computer or your network. So that's very useful. I do one thing I was doing when I was using my mirror and trying to connect it to the browser. One thing, yes, I remember something. One thing that went wrong is that let me try and find the information I'm looking for. But essentially I have a theory. When I was first trying to do this, I was connecting to my camera with a Ethernet port and with Wi-Fi at the same time, and I was having issues. It wasn't connecting, and then I had the idea that I should unplug the Ethernet cable and just only use the Wi-Fi. And when I did that, the camera connected. So I'm gonna test my theory right now live. Um, as you can see, the Ethernet cable is not connected. Um, and we're gonna do it. At the end of this video, there is something I need to go through that will help you guys a lot. Basically, I had to do something to my Windows machine to get this to work. On Mac, it's a lot easier to do this, but on Windows, I had to download something to make this work. And I don't think this works on Safari. I had to download Chrome or Firefox to get this to work. So bear that in mind as well. I think that is in the manual as well. So yeah. So let's look at the networks available. You can see the mirror is there. If you've brought a camera and you don't know the password to the camera, the password is going to be Arri. That's the okay. Not like that. Arri, but spelt correctly. It's going to be like this. Um, just in case you buy a used camera and you don't know the password, or you've reset the you've reset what do you call it? You've reset the settings. That's what that will be the password. So I'm just connecting to the mirror now. When I was looking at the manual, it was telling me that I have to type in this, and these digits had to be the last digits of the serial number. I looked at on the bottom of my camera. There's a number there, so I was like, "This is probably the serial number." I didn't check this in the manual um, at the time. So, but when I started connecting the mirror, this number came up. So I just started using that number instead and typing it in to the URL. And when I started doing that, it started to work. So what is it connected to? It's connecting to this, the Joel 5G. I don't want that right now. There we go. Yes. Okay. Ignore this, guys. Apparently, I need to to fix the camera. It's all good. If you see that, just click and it will remove. You know. Here we are, man. Now controlling the camera, which is insane. Apparently, we've used about 30% of the battery to do that, which is crazy. It is a fairly old battery, so fair enough. Um, yeah, and see how it works straight away. When I was doing this by myself and I was connecting the Ethernet, I was connecting to the same computer with an Ethernet cable and trying to connect with Wi-Fi at the same time. It wasn't working, but you can see when I did Wi-Fi only, it connected straight away. So that's good. You can see Ethernet is not connected, yeah. So, but Wi-Fi is connected. So there we go, man. Yeah. Oh, what's going on? Cool. Um, it's beautiful because I do think I have access to everything that I need. Like I can still go deep in the menus if I want to. Do you get what I'm saying? Like I'm good. I can do a factory reset if I need to. I can go through anything. I can look at the Wi-Fi settings if I want to. Like we're good, man. I need to update that. It's not 2012 anymore. That's crazy. I can do all this stuff. Do you know what I mean? Whereas with the monitors I mentioned, I don't know about the small HD one, but the one with trans video, from what I've seen, you can only do like basic settings with it. So like frame rate, shutter, probably white balance as well, but probably, exposure index as well. Um, but not like the deeper stuff in the menus. If you're stuck and you're like, man, I can't buy an EVF right now, but I need to check. This is very, very useful. This let me check how many hours my camera had as well. So say if you're buying a camera off somebody and you want to check the hours beforehand, if you're able to meet the seller in person, you can like have a look at the hours of the camera and also what features the camera has as well, what licenses the camera has as well, and you can get the seller to prove it. Um, you know, they might say it has the premium license, but can they prove it? I mean, they should be able to connect to the network and prove it. So, from my knowledge, I do think there's no limits here. You can access anything, like you're good. But obviously, it's quicker to use an EVF on set. So I'm not gonna go through the menu and how to use it. There's already videos about that online, and the you probably already know how to use it potentially, and there's the menu simulator online as well. I'm just gonna look for that thing I had to download in order to make it work for me on Windows. Because it was working for me on Mac, but on Windows I had a few issues. I'm just gonna pause the recording, look for that, and get back to you. Alright, guys, I'm back and I found it. So I had to install this to make it work a lot easier on Windows. On Mac, it was pretty seamless. It just worked. But on Windows, apparently there's like something that makes it harder to. I mean, what I'm saying is, um, I'd recommend installing this to make it easier for you to connect to the Arri. Obviously at your own risk. It is from the official Apple's like website, so it's official Apple software, but it's for Windows. So if you are using Windows, go for it. And yeah, it should help you connect a lot easier. So I hope that helps. And this allows you to connect to your mirror camera wirelessly. It's pretty cool. And not a lot of people know about it, and I just thought I'd share it because it's an insane feature in the cameras, and yeah, just want to share what I've learned. So hopefully that's helpful.